Hello everyone, welcome to xCute me hard mode 2 all with commentary. I will also commentate my really hard mode 2 all after this video. So this game has 2 loops, and if you play all the 2 loops, it'll be about over an hour of gameplay. So I'm going to pick Belle for this. So, what do you do with stage 1 hard mode? You're going to do the same stuff that you would do on normal mode. Hard mode is basically like the buffed version of the original arcade mode or normal mode. Normal mode isn't like your normal mode that most people know. It's like your arcade difficulty, I would say. And then hard mode and really hard just increases the density of bullets and the spawning of mobs. Alright, now we're on mid-boss. We want about at least the closest we can get to 3,000 hits. Now we can do that by destroying the parts on the side, so we can get more hits from that. And we do not want to use our laser during the mid-boss that much until to the later mid-bosses that will come up in the later stages. But right now we're focusing on stage 1. So I'm going to do something soon. I like to call this the clip-bus strategy, where you're going to laser the mobs so you can get more points. And what that does is that you get to end the section with more points using laser rather than not using lasers. And I'm going to try to collect as much gems as I can too, so it can help me get a bit more score, because I want to make sure I try to end stage 1 with an extend if possible. If I can't do that, then I'll just keep playing. But I want to make sure I get close to 5 million as possible, because I want extend within the end of first stage. Alright, I'm going to play stage 1 boss normally, except I'm going to do the cancel with the laser here, and then I'm going to be aggressive with my cancel so I can get more points. Alright. Now I'll just, try to get to the maximum amount of hits as possible. Unlike, games with like chaining with like Dodonpachi or whatever, in this game, you do not lose your chain. It's not really tight timing or anything. It's actually really loose, except that if you get hit, your chain will go down significantly. But in this game, it's really easy to get back up, and it isn't as punishing. But still, otherwise, it's a fairly challenging game. I'll put it in the mid tier, I'll say. Alright. I'm going to just wait till the bullets shoot out and try to cancel as much as I can. Alright. Laser here. Just trying to do the clip-bus strategy where like you would grace no, not grace, use the laser on the small mobs so you can get more points from them. There's nothing really significant with loop 1, because like loop 2 is where all the scoring is. So I'm just thinking about like survival right now and trying to end the stage with as much, trying to get as much hits as I can, and ending the stage with the maximum amount of hits as possible. Alright, now after killing mid-boss, you want the closest you can get to 5,000 hits. use my laser there, get more points from that pattern. To the later mid bosses, their patterns are a lot more dense, so I'll use laser to get more points. But yeah, you want about 5,000 hits, over 5,000 hits. Alright. Stage 2 can be brutal if you don't have if you're not used to it, so you really want to like basically try to master this stage. Cause some of the sections of this stage is really easy to die on. Alright, this section is pretty hard to deal with. So if you have a laser, it's okay to use it. It's hard to deal with, and I just got hit right there. Now in this game, if you get hit, I don't really know how it works. There's like a specific amount of times you can get hit before you actually get a miss. Or in this case, you actually lose a life. Alright, this stage 2 boss, she's like the easiest boss for scoring. But one of her patterns, which is this pattern, where her shots speeds up, that takes a little bit of time to get used to. And then now this last pattern, in this pattern you want to use laser as much as possible until you kill her. I was being a bit too aggressive there. Yeah, but in this game you want to be aggressive with your laser. The closer you get to them, the more damage you can do with your laser. And plus, you get to cancel more bullets doing that too. Alright. What I like about in this game is that it's so easy to recover. It's not like your Gradius syndromes type stuff. If you get hit, it's so easy to recover. It's easy to get back to full power with no problem. So you can just like really focus on score over everything else. It's more like of a scoring oriented game, I would say. Alright. So I'm not worried about the mobs on the side during the Ferris wheel. You just want to kill the Ferris wheel, and it will just cancel and kill all the mobs on the side. And you can really exploit that. It's kind of like the stuff on Mushihime-sama where you can kill the big mobs and it cancels like everything else around you. And also kills in some way. And yeah. That's the easier way to deal with those X letters. Alright. You want to use laser on this mid boss on this phase. And you want to get as close to 5,000 hits as possible. Or 4,000. Yeah, as close to 5,000 hits. Alright. One of the upcoming patterns is going to be fairly hard to deal with, which is this pattern. Most likely you want to use your laser there. Alright, just focus on killing Ferrisville and try to ignore the mobs on the side. After, like I said, after killing Ferrisville, it cancels the stuff around you and kills the stuff around you too, just like that. The stage is really hard if you're not used to it. But after practicing for like the past few days, like I've been playing nothing but this game, I just got used to it. Alright, here's a secret strategy that I figured out. You want to misdirect the bullets, so you can just dodge like this. You just dodge under instead of dodging in between. And also, a secret strategy in this pattern is that you want to stay on the side and just also misdirect the bullets. It's a bit harder to do on the higher difficulties. On really hard, you're not going to really do that. And also, my other secret strategy is that you want to stay on one side, and if the bullets just come at you, just laser, and just focus on killing the hand, and nothing else. The reason why you want to kill the both hands is because after the next phase, after killing both hands, you'll get an extend. And just like that. It's a secret strategy the developer did. I seen the gameplay of the developer, and that's what I did. The secret strategy would kill both hands, and I also made my own strategy where you can kill the hands really fast and efficiently. Alright, now I'm just gonna cancel as much bullets as I can to get more points. Stage 3 boss. Stage 4 boss is relatively hard, but I'll show you some of the strategies I did to beat Stage 4 boss really fast. Alright. Now I'm just gonna do the Clipper strategy, where I'm just gonna try to use laser as often as I can in this stage. And try to just to get extra points. Just to try to milk stage for what it's worth. Alright, now we're calling mid-boss. Mid-boss is really important. Do not screw up mid-boss because you can get an extend after killing the mid-boss. So I'm just trying to kill the turrets, the red and blue turrets as much as I can because they're really annoying to deal with. You want to kill as much as you can. They'll give like extra hits, and plus it'll just give you a better time on dealing with them, because the blue and red shots that the turrets shoot, the gap between them is really tight, and they shoot really fast, so it's easy to get hit by them. Alright, there's a gauge that you see on the mid-boss, on the purple circle. You want to get down to 0% so you can get the extend. Make sure there's a specific amount of time you have to try to get it to 0%. So you want to get that to 0% so it can drop the extend. It wasn't the best mid-boss. I could have gone up to almost 8,000 hits right there, so I could get more score, but it's okay. At least I got the extend, because you want to end loop 1 with the most amount of extends that you can get. The ideal is 7 to 9 lives. I'm gonna do the clip right here. Alright, I got hit really badly right there. Those are too fast, it's okay. Thing is that you don't always have to play the stage perfectly, but you want to do really well on the bosses, because after killing them, you're gonna get bonuses at the end of the stage. Alright, here comes the hardest section in this stage. You want to make sure you have a laser for this section so you can survive.
Foolish human. Do you think that the likes of your stunted
Alright, there's a way
can
for to
win
deal with this boss.
power of us?
Just stay in the middle. It does damage to both sides, and you want to make sure you watch those two fast bullets that were tiny. You want to get and during this phase, you want to get her down to about 70 to 60%, and hold on your laser. You want to make sure your laser is at max power, or else you're gonna get hit. And that's the way to like kill her really, really fast. Other strategy, you just want to use laser as often as possible. Cancel all the shots. And this pattern is just hard to deal with. And make sure you do not touch those lasers, because they do quite a bit of damage. Alright, and yeah, that should kill her. If you don't have those, if you don't do the strategy, she's gonna take a while to kill, and she's not fun to deal with. She's one of the most annoying bosses in the game. Besides TLB, she's the second most annoying, in my opinion. I can deal with stage 5 no problem. Stage 5 is actually really fun to deal with. Alright. Stage 5, you want to pass stage 5, you want to make sure you can play all the stages really well, and play against the bosses really well. If you cannot do that, you're not going to pass stage 5. So you want to make sure you keep on practicing all the other bosses, and try to master them before you can get through stage 5. Because stage 5 is the hardest stage in the game, because you have to deal with all the bosses. Excuse me. Now, since I basically master all the bosses, stage 5 is going to be really easy for me. I got hit by there because the bullets went too fast. Alright. Now you just want to survive during the time you're gonna fight each boss.
I found my new body. It's stronger. It's beautiful. This is the result of your mother done to you.
Alright. So you want to play every single boss just like how normally you would play them. You know. I forgot to mention is that you want to destroy the parts on her side, so this like the patterns can be a lot easier to deal with, and you don't have to die as much. So you want to destroy her one side. I prefer the right. You can do the left. It doesn't matter. Alright, cancel all bullets as much as you can again. Cancel those hearts out. If I would prefer if you can cancel those hearts out, because they're just annoying to deal with. They're pretty fast. It looks a bit slow on the recording, but they're actually pretty fast. Alright. So that's basically stage 5. You just survive between the time you're going to the next boss, and just play the boss the best you can until you go to the stage 5 boss. And it is also the longest stage in the game because of that. So if there's only one stage that you can practice, if you only want to practice one stage, then I would recommend practicing stage 5 out of every other stage. Because you want to play stage 5 as well as you can. And plus, it's where you get the most score from. So I'm gonna misdirect the bullets again. Also, you have laser max out. You can just get her to like, I'll say 50% and just hold your laser down. And that'll kill her really, really fast. Now you want to focus on killing the hand really, really fast. By just staying on a side. If any bullets come to you, just use your laser or use your bomb. And you should kill the hand in a few seconds. And after killing both the hands, you're going to get the secret extend again. Alright, now you want to cancel as much bullets as you can. Alright, stage 4 boss, I'm just gonna do the same thing, stay in the middle, and try to watch out for those bullets on the side, get her down to about 70% or 60%, and just hold my laser down. And make sure my laser is at max power. If it's not at max power, then you're gonna most likely end up dying during that phase. And you should know the rest at this point. You just cancel as much bullets as you can. Alright. Now after this, we're going to go to stage 5 boss, but you want to make sure before we go that, you want to survive in this section. Because as you go throughout each boss in stage 5, each section is between the bosses is going to become harder. Especially during the TLB section, which I'm going to mention in Loop 2. But besides that, you just want to survive. Cancel as much bullets as you can so you can get more points.
My children, you're all defeated. You foolish human, you dare to oppose me?
Our stage 5 boss, you want to make sure you stay in the middle. And, you know, dodge the bullets. And use your laser as often as you can. That's the most important part. Because she can be really annoying to deal with. If you go on those strings, she will slow down your movement speed like really severely. And you do not want that at all. Alright. You want to make sure you kill as much of those ships as you can, because they can give you a lot of meter. Alright, this pattern is fairly hard. Put your laser down. Alright, the last phase, it's really, really important. You want to make sure that, you use as much of your laser as possible. Oh, excuse me again. Alright, while you're on a laser, as those ships spawns, you want to make sure you kill those ships as much as possible because they can give you a lot of meter for your laser. And in some circumstances, if you cancel a lot, they'll give you back an entire full meter. Or you can just kill them normally like I did, because I did it a bit too early. Sure, you watch those lasers too. Cancel as much bullets as I can, and she should die. And also, I want to make sure I end it with like 7 or 8 lives. If you start first loop with 4 to 5 lives, most likely you're not gonna do all this. So you want to make sure you end with as much lives as possible. I managed to end it with about 9.
Seriously, you lost.
So, which is really good. That's like the maximum amount of lives you can get. Alright.
No matter how much you try, you can't stop us because we determined to see the death of
The TLB shows up and it's going to ask if you want to go to loop 2, which is yes. The requirement for loop 2 is not as strict. You just wanted 1 CC the first loop and survive. And we ended loop 1 with the max extends. So we're going to survive loop 2 with no issues. And we want to stay about at 7 or 8 lives for as long as possible. Because the TLB is really hard to deal with. So we want to focus on survival for loop 2. And loop 2 is that it goes up with difficulty basically. So it should be about the same difficulty as really hard mode. And normal mode loop 2 should be about the same difficulty as hard mode. Alright. We couldn't get 3,000 hits on mid-boss, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. We're just gonna do the quick barrel method for stage 1 again, which is using laser on small mobs to get more points from them. Milk them for what they're worth. Unfortunately, I got hit there, the bullets were too fast. And I forgot to mention, on loop 2 you also start at a max rank.
You little human, we will erase your entire existence. If that's the case, then bring it on.
Cancel as much as you can, get to about 8,000 hits, and then during the last phase I should get to the maximum amount of hits, which is 9,999. Alright. Now stage 2 is you gotta be a bit more careful than stage 2-1. But besides that, you're gonna play everything the same. You're not gonna notice much of the difference until I would say stage 2, 4, and after. So you're just gonna have the same mindset on how you would normally play the stages on first loop. Yeah. I didn't get a good stage 2. But it's okay since it's 2-1. It's a bit harder to deal with. And I still managed not to take a miss, so it's okay. Since the stage 2 boss is really like score friendly, I can get back to max hits in no time. Now on mid-boss, you want to get as close to 5,000 hits as you can. Alright. This section is usually really hard. But I managed to survive that without using laser.
I'm the #1 beautiful. Please die on me.
Alright. We're just going to try to get back to max hits as soon as possible. And it's really easy to do, especially on this boss where she's like really good for score, and she's really friendly to deal with. She's not much of a hassle, except that phase where she speeds up, but besides that, she's really easy to learn how to score. Alright, that's stage 2. On stage 3, boss is going to be slightly harder, but besides that, we're just going to play everything normally, just kill the fear as well, so it can cancel everything and kill everything around it. Alright. Loop 2 for this myth boss is quite a bit different. And it's a bit more dodge heavy. So I wanted to get a laser. But I ended up not doing it. But usually if you have the laser, you want to use it right there and cancel all those bullets from more points. But I couldn't do it because I didn't have the meter for it. And I killed it sooner than I expected to kill it. Got a big juicy cancel there by killing big mob.
Are you dare to challenge me? You, little human? Don't make me laugh. You're far inferior.
Alright, gonna misdirect the bullets again.
Seems like you are
Except that I had to
abilities.
do it a bit longer. This is not the Loop 2 version, they're a bit longer. In this section, I'm gonna have to do laser here. And then get it down like that. But on the hands, I'm going to still do the same thing. If any bullet comes at me, I'll just do laser. And just focusing on killing it. And then after the next phase, I should get extend. I do laser there so I can milk it for what it's worth. And at the end of the stage, I should get extend after bonus. Alright, stage 4, this is where you're gonna notice most of the difference. Stage 3, you kind of noticed it at first, but stage 4 is going to be where you're gonna notice a lot of the difference. Bullets are faster. Yeah, the mobs are a bit more aggressive. And same thing, kind of same case with the stage 4 boss. Besides that, you're still gonna play everything the same. Except you gotta be a bit more aggressive with the mobs, or else they're gonna be hard to handle. Mid boss still the same, just the bullets are faster. Cancel that pattern. And kill as much of the, red and blue turrets as I can, because they shoot really, really fast now on Loop 2. I managed to dodge that. That was really good dodge from me, because the bullets on Loop 2 for stage 4 mid boss is really, really fast. I know to you at times it may look slow, but if you actually play this, they're fast as hell, man. It's hard to see. Alright, got that to 0% so I can get extend. And I managed to get the right amount of hits, which is 7,500 hits to 8,000 hits is what you wanted. How many hits you want by the time you kill mid-boss. So I did that really well. So far, I played Loop 2 really well. Better than my Loop 1, because Loop 1, I played pretty mediocre, but I still managed to do everything fairly well. But my Loop 2 is a lot better than my Loop 1, which helped me get this really good score. Alright, I got hit right there. That gap was too tight for me. New laser here. These bullets are just becoming a bit too much to handle for me. So I had to use laser there. Alright. Comes one of the hardest sections. Just want to use the laser, so they're easy to deal with.
Foolish human. Do you think that the
Our stage 4 boss, I'm basically going to do the same thing.
against the power of us?
So we gotta be a little bit more aggressive, and the bullets now are faster. I'm going to do that a bit sooner. And yeah, that's basically stage 4 boss now. I'm going to cancel as much as I can on this phase with the lasers, because I don't want to deal with the bullets between the lasers. Alright.
Looks different from the one we saw before. An artificial body? What is the threat?
So yeah, there's not much of a difference with stage size, so that's why I haven't said anything yet. There's really not much of a difference. You're just gonna play everything the same until you're going to get to the section between TLB, and I'll let you know when that's gonna happen. So I'm not gonna say much until we get there. And then I'll explain some of the stuff on how I managed to kill TLB. Besides that, there's not much difference except bullets are a bit faster. There's a bit more enemies, and that's it. You're not gonna notice too much difference on 2.5 until you get to about the end section where TLB is.
I'm proud of my new
And make sure you kill her parts on the side, because you don't want to deal with you don't want to deal with 2 lasers, just with 1. Because dealing with 2 is already hard enough, especially during this phase where her bullets like speed up really fast. Alright, stage 2 boss. I did my laser there because the shots were becoming too fast to tolerate. Alright. I ended up getting hit there. Taking a miss because I didn't have laser. Now I do. Alright. Gonna focus on killing the hands right here while dodging these bullets. And then go to the other side again. Laser there because the bullets are becoming too much, and try to kill her, get her to the next phase so I can get the extend. So it's okay to die there just because you can get the secret extend. And now after this I should get back to almost max power. Cancel as much of these bullets as you can. I'm at max power. Keep canceling until you kill it. Alright, section's fairly hard. Use your laser and you'll be fine. These bullets from the tiny mobs are a bit too fast for me, so I got hit right there. Alright, stay in the middle, do damage so you can damage both sides. Get her down to about 70%. Use laser. And kill her. Go through that face in like a few seconds. And on the last phase, just cancel as much bullets as you can while staying between those lasers.
children. They're all defeated.
Alright, now we're on stage 5 boss.
You dare to oppose
Just make sure you stay in the middle so you don't get caught on the strings. If you get caught on the strings, you'll become really, really slow. It'll be hard to dodge.
Bring it on.
Use Lacer here because the bullets are becoming too fast. That's the only difference between 1.5 and 2.5 is that second loop version is just faster. And the patterns are a bit more dense. Make sure you kill as bunch of those ships as you can so you can get your meter back. You get to at least half or like full meter. Between those lasers and kill as much of those ships as you can, just so you can fill your meter again. Cancel a bunch of those bullets. You keep dodging until all those stars or particles come towards you, so you can fill your meter, and keep canceling. Alright, now there's going to be difference on this section. This section, you want to milk a bunch of little mouths for what they're worth. And you want to kill a bunch of them. You want to kill as much as you can. And you want to stay near the wall of the left side so the bullets are not as hard to deal with. You just want to stay in the corner. If you stay in the middle, they're just gonna be way too hard. If you stay in the corner, it will delay them coming towards you for a little bit more time. It'll just be easier to deal with in general. And you want to milk them for what they're worth, because they can give you quite a bit of points. And now we should get to TLB. Alright. How to survive TLB. The strategy is going to be useful in all difficulties. So we want to make sure you watch for the right side and left side. You don't want to hit the bullets. You can hit her hand, which is a pretty small hitbox. You can hit her hand just like that. You can let her hand hit you, but do not let the bullets hit you or else you'll die. So that's the way to survive it. You can keep letting the hands hit you, but you need to make sure where to stay relatively in this spot. You want to stay in the middle, and you want to try dodging those hands as much as possible. Try not to focus on the bullets too much. They're just trying to distract you. It's where the hands that's like going to try to end your run. Just watching those hands is the most important. I know that's not safe for work for a bit. Don't worry, she doesn't get naked. It's just edgy. This isn't a hentai game. Just letting people know, I'm just saying. Alright, this phase is relatively hard. Because her hands in this phase is really, really annoying. It's the thing that ends the most of the runs. Just make sure, just focus on her hands. That's all you need to do is focus on her hands. Because her hands are really fast. They hit really hard. It's basically like that one pattern on Gunbird 2 that's really annoying to deal with. Just focus on her hands and you will not die. You will clear the true last boss eventually. You can let the hands hit you, but do not let those bullets behind hit you. Because they insta-kill. Alright, and yeah, that's true last boss. And that's the run. This is not my main difficulty that I play, so the commentary may not be as good, but you know, hopefully the really hard mode difficulty will be better. Yeah, That's xCute Me Hard Mode 2 all.
Again.
And it's played by me. Or ASM Lucis Vlog.